Welcome TBEX attendees to day 2 of the conference. And again, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your TBEX conference director, Tomiko Harvey.
Hello, hello, hello. How are we all doing today? How was yesterday? How was yesterday? Y'all have some good conversations going? Did we learn a lot? All right, so we have a few housekeeping notes. So the party tonight is the rooftop at the help me, Rick? Tabacalera, yes. With amazing views of the city from 7:30 to 10:30. It's about a 10-minute walk from here. Speaker buses leaves the carousel at the closing at 6 p.m. All right, y'all ready? Hello, all right. So I want to thank the sponsors. Let's get started. Okay, so we want to thank our amazing host sponsors, Bass Tour and the Visit Spain. So give them a round of applause, everybody, for having us here. Welcome us with warm arms. All right, next. Can we move? Or maybe was I supposed to do that? Here we go. Let's see. Our Emerald sponsor is Travel Payouts. Let's give them a big applause, a standing applause, yes. Thank you for our platinum sponsors, Peloponnese, Quebec, Mind House, Discover Puerto Rico, Visit Anchorage, and Donegal. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. For our gold sponsors, Dinastia San Sebastian, State 22, in Cartu, and I do not want to mess this last one up, Oran Gubuspa, Gigi. All right, thank you. All right, so now, I don't know if you all know this or not, but the travel requirements for Europe are changing in 2024. Did anyone know that? All right, so here to tell you more about those requirements is Machi from Frontex. So give him a round of applause to help us be able to move it to travel to Europe in 2024.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Good morning, Anton. This is how it should sound in Basque, I guess. Thank you very much for having me, first of all. You may be wondering what am I doing here, a representative of the EU agency, dealing with borders, talking to you, travel content creators, journalists, bloggers. Well, I have some important news for you. The rules of traveling to Europe are about to change. The European Union is rolling out 2 big systems that will change border management in Europe, and they will also affect travel industry and travelers from non-EU countries. I was wondering how many of you have heard or are familiar with those abbreviations, EES or ETIAS. Raise your hands. Wow, we did a great job yesterday with Piotr. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the first system, which is the EES, or Entry-Exit System. The system will register on non-EU travelers entering 29 European countries from this autumn. It will totally change the procedure at the border because, let me give you an example. Let's imagine you're an American citizen traveling for Summer Olympic Games to France. You take your passport, you buy your ticket, you fly to Paris, you get off the plane, you approach the border crossing point, you give your passport to the border guard. And the officer takes your passport, checks, confirms your identity, flicks through the pages of your passport, finds the right spot where to put the entry stamp. This is the procedure now. Now, with the EES from autumn, you will have to have 4 of your fingerprints scanned and also the image of your face captured by the system, by the EES. It will be recorded in the system, and every time you enter or exit one of the 29 European countries, which have signed up for the system, it will be recorded. Yeah? So the border authorities will know when, where you have entered one of the 29 countries. The EES will replace the old-fashioned stamping of passports. So those of you who are collecting stamps, it's the last moment to enrich your collection. Yeah? Why the European Union is introducing the EES? Well, to cut the long story short, it is for safety reasons. We want to know who is coming to Europe, when someone is coming to Europe, and when does he or she leaves Europe. For us, it will be very important that all this biometric data that the system will be capturing will be shared and will be available for the border guards so that no criminal can slip through the net, right? Using either forged passport or posing to be someone else. Changes for the travelers, well, except for having to register in the system when you are for the first time entering one of the 29 countries after the introduction of the EES. Not many, yeah? Except, of course, for the stamp collectors who won't be able to collect entry-exit stamps in their passports. One important thing, the system, the EES, will be checking automatically the length of your stay. You're allowed, the EES will be checking, of course, will be registering and verifying passengers coming from non-EU countries for short stays. What does it mean? It means for up to 90 days, right? In any 180-day period. Now, the EES is just the beginning. Another thing that will be coming up very soon, around 6 months after the EES is implemented this autumn, is ETIAS, European Travel Information and Authorization System. It will apply for visa-free travelers. So travelers who don't currently need a visa to enter European Union and the Schengen area. It will start in the first half of 2025, and it will be a travel authorization. I stress this because there were information spread on the web and in the media that it's a new visa. It's not a new visa. It's a travel authorization very similar to those which are already in place in the US, ESTA, Canada, ETA, Australia, New Zealand, or more recently in the UK. Yeah? It will be required by 30 European countries. The fee will be just €7, and travelers under 18 and over 70 will be exempted from the fee. And it will be valid for 3 years or until your passport expires, whichever comes first. It will be also only for short stays. So if you want to work in the European Union or you want to study for a longer time, you will still need to apply for a visa. Yeah? Why do we introduce ETIAS? Well, first of all, because we want to know who's coming to our borders. Second of all, because once we have this information, it will be easier for the border guard to let you cross the border. So in the long run, it will eventually facilitate the border crossing. Here you have a list of the countries that will be part of the EES and ETIAS systems. All this information you can find on our official ETIAS website, europe.eu/ETIAS, and the list of the countries that will be required to have ETIAS when it enters into operation in the first half of next year. It's around 60 countries at the moment, and the potential number of people affected by this new requirement is 1.4 billion people. So it's a massive change coming up. The travelers will have to obtain the ETIAS before they travel. So before booking your hotel, before paying for your air ticket, please make sure to apply for an ETIAS. Because when you don't have an ETIAS, a valid ETIAS, after the system is introduced, you may be stopped by the carrier, by the transport company when boarding the plane, when boarding a coach or a ferry going to Europe. Applying is very simple. You just need internet connection, passport, valid passport, email address. You have to fill an online form with your name, surname, number of your passport, your bank card number, answer a few questions. It shouldn't take long, and then pay €7 fee, and you're good to go. The system should return a decision within minutes. One thing to notice, and that I would like to stress, is that you can apply for an ETIAS only on the official ETIAS website, yes, or through the mobile app that will be also available when the system is operational. It is very important because there are around 100 unofficial ETIAS websites already. Yes? And some of them are legitimate businesses, but some may be scammers, may extort your personal data, may use it for different criminal purposes. So be aware, who do you trust your data with? And last but not least, a short animation just recapping the basic information about ETIAS. Thank you very much and enjoy the viewing.
The rules of traveling to 30 European countries are changing. The European Union is introducing ETIAS, the European Travel Information and Authorization System, a new travel authorization which applies to visa-free travelers. This means that if you do not need a visa to enter Europe, you now must have an ETIAS to travel to any of these European countries. ETIAS is not a visa. Similar travel authorizations are required in countries like the US, Canada, and Australia. Applying for an ETIAS is simple and secure. You can do it online using the European Union's official website. All you need is a passport, a payment card, and an email address. You will also need to enter your basic personal information, answer a few questions, and submit your application. The fee is only €7. In most cases, ETIAS will be granted within minutes, but to avoid problems while traveling, make sure you apply well before starting your journey. Once approved, your ETIAS will be valid for up to 3 years and you can use it for multiple entries. Beware of scammers. There is only one official ETIAS website, europa.eu/ETIAS. Easy, fast, and secure. Apply for ETIAS as of mid-2025.
Thank you so very much. So make sure this is very important, especially for us travelers. So everyone needs to make sure that they are going to the right website, that, as he stated, there are 96 scamming websites out there, so we need to take pictures. We will make sure that everyone gets the correct information before they leave so that they can apply. So, you know, TBEX to me, guys, is more than just a travel conference. It is really a community, and that is what we are all about here. There's no gatekeeping at TBEX. Does everyone feel like they are family here? You should be able to walk up to anyone in this conference, ask a question. Last night, I was meeting with a young lady on the State 22 cruise, and she was so full of knowledge regarding funnels, and just free with her information. And that is what we are here at TBEX. We are a community of people who want to help each other. Again, gatekeeping is not what TBEX is about. It is about us learning. It is about us thriving as a community. Whether or not the Google algorithm goes up or goes down, we are here to help each other figure out ways to thrive in this travel community. And so we want you all to take what you learn here, apply it. Don't get overwhelmed by everything that you are learning. For me, it is really about taking one thing, one or two things, and taking that back with you and figuring out what you can do with it. We all know that when we try to do too much, we get overwhelmed, and then we don't do anything. And so how many of you all have really thought about what it is that you're going to take back with you, what you have learned, and how you are going to apply that? Has anybody really thought about that? So, and I'm not saying go and try to do all of the things, because when you do that, you don't get anything accomplished. So we want everyone to thrive here. We want you to be successful. And with that, that means sharing. I may know something that you don't know. You don't know something that somebody else may know. We are all teammates. We are all in this together. And so we really, really want you all to feel like you are a part of the TBEX family and that we are resilient. We're going to get through this just like we did when we got through COVID. People were like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? But look, we're still here and we survived. And so what I want you to take away from this is, are you going to put your heels down? Are you going to move forward? What does that look like to you? What does success look like to each and every one of you all? If you could have your dreams to come true, what does that look like? And then what are you doing? Are you putting in the work to make that happen? Or are you sitting around and you're crying for 2, 3, 4 days about your traffic, about this? We still have to put in the work. We have to do what we need to do to be successful. So I'm going to get off my rant about us, putting our heels down, and no, but we are a community. So if anybody has any questions, if you get stuck on something, please ask somebody. That is what we are here for. So with that being said, I am going to announce the award-winning food and travel blogger from the social media capital of the world. He has been blogging for over 19 years, which means he has me by a whole 9 years. So welcome, none other than Anton.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Kaisho, hello. Hello, Kaisho. So Kaisho is hello in Basque. Thanks, Eloisa. So before I start the presentation, I wanted to wear my Puerto Rico glasses because the Google future is so bright for us. And together, can we say, Google, beep us all. And after years of providing us with free traffic, decades actually, so I've been doing this for 19 years, And under the guise of supporting independent publishers, you know, in the crypto world, they have a term for this. You know what the term is? They call it the rug pull. You know, they pull the rug under you, and if you're caught off guard with your pants down, then that's it. You know, you have to accept it. And I even asked ChatGPT, actually, can you describe the feeling collectively of the elephant in the room? Do you know what ChatGPT gave me? Huh? Okay, next. So, ChatGPT, you know, in San Sebastian, and this is the image he said. And, you know, aside from Google, TikTok, I was talking to a friend, Poor Traveler, maybe you know them from the Philippines, and I was saying, you know, the travel bloggers just watch TikTok, you know, entertain everybody and get all, you know, seduce the next generation of Gen Z to go through the search engines and perfected the 1-minute video content. You know, we just watched, you know, that entire thing happening. And now, so you have Google, you have the TikTok, and then you have AI. This is like the 3 punches. And this is the final blow that will render the travel blogging industry maybe worse than dead. You know, in the past they were saying, you know, travel blogs are dead. It's actually worse than dead. Because you'll still continue to publish anyway, but it will make it obsolete. Like nobody would care because the ChatGPT says otherwise. And just imagine, no, Google Gemini. You know Google Gemini, right? Yes. The high-end, the most advanced AI of Google. We already gave them all our content. The AI has all our flight information. The AI has all the information about all the restaurants, the reviews, the schedule. They can create a scheduled itinerary for a Pinterest tour tonight for us. Now, Google's already said they're publishing that feature soon, okay? And the most scary part is also ChatGPT. How many are you using ChatGPT? I guess everybody by this point. Are you using the 4, ChatGPT 4, with DALL-E? So all the ChatGPT can put all the apps, and the ChatGPT will be able to do the things that we're doing, and they want it to be the starting point of the travel journey. So as we stand here on the brink of extinction, as Google Gemini announces its itinerary capability, you know, ChatGPT 4, ChatGPT 5 will be announced after the US elections. So just imagine, what will that be? I actually invited my friend John here from Bass Tours, and last night we're discussing. He was saying, can you really make money from travel blogging? And we realized that we are the crazy ones, no? Something, you know, Google rug pull. Hey, we're still here. We're all still here. But I am proud to stand here with all of you today, shoulder to shoulder, as we face the age of AI. And I'll tell you a history of the industry. We cannot win this battle alone. We need to support each other, and that's why we're here. And evolve into the next phase. And there has been like 5 phases in this journey. My objective in this keynote is to move us out of the denial phase. I think still a lot of us are in the denial phase. This is happening. Get us all on the same page. I want us to cry hard today. Okay, this is the last day of TBEX. Let's cry it all out. Maybe we should have, you know, a shouting session later in the closing part. Let's cry hard today, but let's start the work tomorrow. Game? Game? Oh, nobody's game. Okay, so I don't know what the answer. I'll share with you what still works over the years, what we should stop doing, what it takes to win. Okay, and let's start. I know the future is like gloomy and dark. We'll remove our glasses and let's start this presentation. So to answer John's question, can travel blogging, you know, make a living out of it? So I ran a site called Our Awesome Planet. I started my blog when my first son was born, this guy. And he's now 19 years old in college. So I have 19, 16, 14, and 9. So I bring them to school all because of travel blogging. Okay, I quit my job in Procter & Gamble in 2008 to do this stuff full time until now, and that's why we're here. And you can check out the story of the kids and my wife, Rach, known as Mrs. Awesome Planet in the Instagram. Now, we are in the 5th wave of innovation in travel blogging industry. This actually started in 2005, okay? This is what you call the OG bloggers in the Philippines. And, you know, during this time, this period, this is where Google Analytics started, Facebook started, YouTube was bought by Google, Instagram. In fact, this is the first blogging award in the Philippines. And the only one who survived there is me and Brian Boy. I think Brian Boy is in Paris for fashion. And then there was the era of YouTube creators. Okay, YouTube was very popular in 2010, 2015, and we started a team called Team Our Awesome Planet. So we have like video creators as early as 2005. In fact, during this time, you know, I was bringing Mark Wins in the Philippines, and he has like 50,000 subscribers. And so, you know, there was a wave of blogging era at the time, focusing on video-first storytelling, okay? The third wave is the social media. Okay, during the first wave, in the OG blogger era, all the readers would, you know, stand by on the blog and watch what will you publish next. In the social media era, nobody does that anymore. They would go to Instagram, they would go to Facebook, they would go to Twitter, and if you don't have social media presence, you're dead. In fact, the only reason I survived it, because a lot of the people did not survive this era, because one, they don't have a mailing list. I had a mailing list, so I can directly, once I publish a blog post, it goes to a mailing list, and all my readers know what I'm saying. And at the same time, this is the time that the pandemic hit. In fact, a lot of our travel blogging friends are not here right now, and the data, like 70–80% who were in the CBEX were now gone, or meaning change careers, you know, move on to other careers. And there's a new influx of travel bloggers that are here today. You know what's a fourth wave? The fourth wave is the TikTok, the TikTokers. So that whole industry blossomed during the pandemic. If you did not start your TikTok during the pandemic, it's hard to do it now. You still can, but it really started during the pandemic. In fact, it's so affected in the Philippines, in the social media capital of the world, that all the advertisers, or I think globally, they prefer a TikTok or a reel. They'll pay for a TikTok and a reel, but they won't pay for a blog post. So, you know, that whole industry changed, and now we are standing in the age of AI. Okay? So today is actually 2025 to 2030. This is the age of AI. And we wanted to share with you what are the things that we can do, what is out there, what is the ground rules of this era, so that together we can collectively fight this one. So this is a ChatGPT image. I asked ChatGPT, what's the best Pinterest bar in San Sebastian? And he actually created a whole blog post with tips, complete with the image. And La Cuchara de San Telmo is one of the, but it's closed, no? Yeah, temporarily closed. So, but that's what ChatGPT says. So, because it doesn't have the information on if it's closed or not, but Gemini has. Now, the first thing, let's start off. There was a report, an annual report on AI by Stanford University. So I'll take you through this. AI beats human. I just took the takeaways that's relevant for us. AI beats humans on some tasks right now. You know, like image classification, visual reasoning, English understanding, and it cannot do complex tasks. But the language learning models are so fast to learn that they really beat us on some of the tasks of doing. But there are ways to combat them, okay? LLM, which is what you call learning language models, the AI, how they used to train the AI, lacks responsibility. They already know that it outputs copyrighted material. Okay, they have proven that. There are pending lawsuits on that. But it's happening because the lawsuits will take some time. And the thing is, it's also the AI makes workers more productive and leads to higher quality work. So we need to be able to use a lot of these AI tools to make us win in this age. The other thing for copyright, just so that we're on the same page here, copyright requires a human creator, all right? Since AI-generated content lacks a human author, it cannot be copyrighted. So this is very important for us because we want to generate 100% human-generated content. In fact, the platforms are starting to ask you to disclose. TikTok would say, Instagram would say you have to disclose if it's AI-generated, YouTube, etc. So you have to disclose whether it's used. Now, this is the pain point of all things. AI language learning models use copyrighted materials under the guise of the fair use. And there are existing, lawsuits. We don't know what will happen, but the AI will already learn by that time, right? Okay. When travel agencies went online, or when digital went into the travel industry, what happened is the OTAs handled the bookings. The travel advice went to travel bloggers. And over the years, we're trying to make that work together via affiliates, right? So you wanted to travel advice with affiliates so that we get booking accreditation, commissions for the free independent traveler market. But now, the AI travel assistants created and trained from all our advice is replacing our individual travel bloggers. And the rise of AI travel assistants is here, okay? We cannot deny it. ChatGPT-4 wanted to be the start of the travel journey, Gemini as well. And, there are already a lot of, like Matador created their Guide Geek for all their content. Perplexity, there's a lot of AI tools. And question is, if you want to compete, one of the emerging model, can you create an AI advisor for the contents of your blog? But if your blog is too small, then it doesn't make sense. Maybe if you have a team that creates a lot of content for you, you can probably do it, or maybe a collective of all the travel bloggers. But the AI travel assistants, the age of you'll talk to your personalized AI and say, what can we do today in San Sebastian? That will happen because the AI is so fast in learning, it's exponential. During TikTok, you'll just watch TikTok happen, but AI, you cannot. It will impact us so hard, especially when ChatGPT 5 happens. So one thing for this space is you have to AI-fy your blog with AI-enabled partners, no? And so try to experiment. I wanted to, I was asking Rick, maybe if you can have like a chat on AI, like what are people trying out, what works. So in Asia, there's what you call Clear Cloud, and all the Chinese, people don't know the Chinese AI technologies because all the technology sometimes is US-centric. So the Glia Cloud is, from the Chinese guys. So what they do, they put your blog post in Glia Cloud, and it transforms it into a presentation, a video, whatever. It translates everything. And so that works. Now, Stay 22, of course. We activated Stay 22 with Melvin's endorsement and a little boat cruise last night. So started Stay 22. And, you use WordPress here, right? Yes. So WordPress has AI. Did you know that? Yes. write an AI. So it's very good. The AI can create codes for WordPress, like the table of contents. So I know this because our website is in partnership with WordPress with Automatic, and it cuts off. It really helps out a lot, during in the process. So hopefully we can have a group to discuss the AI stuff. Now, talking to a lot of people in Manila, in the Philippines, video is king because video business model will thrive in the age of AI because they offer personalized content and it cannot be easily repurposed. But I know, we're more blog writing focused here than video. Some of the video sessions were not well attended the other day. But video is a good way to go. But you have to master how to do videos, right? You have to master how to do videos. Now, so I won't go through this, but there's you have to master it. You cannot do it ho-hum in getting into the platform. Like, for example, TikTok. Some people talk, okay, let's start our TikTok platform. There are a couple of things you need to know about the platform. It's unlike Instagram where what you see are the people you follow. In TikTok, the For You feed, what they call the For You feed, which is the AI that gives the data, is the main feed. And then you have to upload 4 times a day, and it's a sound-on platform. And you have to master the video storytelling in 1 minute. You have to master that. So, and for you to earn, you need to have a lot of followers. So you have to commit. If you wanted to go to video, YouTube is the same thing, and FB and IG. Now, I would, we have to elevate blogging as an art form. Okay, we have to elevate blogging as an art form. Why do I say that? And in this space, branding is quite crucial. You have to be able to brand yourself. In all platforms, it's all our awesome planet. You need to be, you have your personal style, your personal preference. You have to, just look at all the, you have Jaycation here, you have, Andrew over there. He looks the part, and you have Eloisa here who looks like, all the fast fashion. So you have to be, you have to look the part. You need to know where you stand. For me, you'll always see me in green because that's the brand color and has been consistent over through the years. Now, mailing list is very important. So there's a talk on Kerwin, on AI, on mailing list. So if you don't have a mailing list, that's very important still in this age. Topical authority, you talk about SEO. There's only 2 ways you can do topical authority now online. It's either you live in the place and you're an expert of the place, okay? Or you go, like I'm in the Philippines, if I want to be topical authority of San Sebastian, I have to go back to San Sebastian a number of times and create a lot of posts that's linked together to talk about San Sebastian, and you have to be linked by an expert of San Sebastian to be seen as an expert. So, the game on topical authority is so high. You have to think about how to do it. And, of course, high-quality content. How do you do high-quality content? 100% human-generated and personalized. If you look at, you have to look at it as an art form. As an artist, our digital posts and photos, not AI-generated, is our art. And our sponsored posts are not sponsored posts. They are commissioned works for us to tell the story. And, and that's where the monetization happen. And if you look at all the artists out there, they are the first one to believe in their work. They're the first one to say, this is how much it is worth. Although I made this post in 3 minutes, but we have like a lot of time to hone our craft to do this so fast. So the last part is strategic partners. This is this is very important in the age of AI. Don't talk about collaboration. Okay, let's talk about co-creation. What does co-creation mean? let's say I have a brand, Our Awesome Planet, and you have a DMO brand, and collaboration is, let's do a project together, okay? Co-creation is something else. I have a brand, the DMO has a brand, or other travel has a brand. Let's do a joint venture and do a new brand altogether. Do an event, etc. So, an example for this, we never worked with DMO in the past, or our Department of Tourism in the Philippines. But last year, we started to co-create. We started the Manila Food and Wine Festival. So we started, it's a yearly Manila Food and Wine Festival in partnership with the Department of Tourism. It happens every July, and we're having it again July 19 to 27. And we will do this in Cebu, Davao, and Manila, and we work with chefs, with street food and stuff. And you know, the discussion is not about collab. It's like, how do we make this happen and bring more tourists to Manila? The other thing, we partner with the founder of Potato Corner, you know, one of the food specialists. We created our hawker-style Filipino, like, hawker center. It's called Good Food. We partner with Coffee Master. We created a Japanese-inspired coffee. And then we partner with the burger to create a burger stall. So it's really co-creating with a lot of artists. Now, with Department of Tourism, we're going around Manila, all the food strips, all the street food, and we're starting to do like a food tour or a Philippine street food festival for the Philippines. Now, I wanted to share this, and thank you to Eloisa for showing me around also. You know, I've been to San Sebastian for 3 years. And it's always, you know, all the touristy spots, and I ask Eloisa, where's the best authentic, you know, Pinchos experience here? Because there are some Pinchos bar who are franchises already, and there are some that are not anymore unique. And I actually created a Instagram reel on this. But so we went to Bar Martinez and experienced, you know, what does it take for, you know, to experience like real Pinchos culture? And you know, the best viewpoint to see the island. And last night, when we met John, you know, if you're all pinchoed out, there's a really good chuleton burger. It's just like 5 minutes away, Bar Desi. And it's so good, you know, just imagine during the opening night, the chuleton, they cut the meat, form it into a burger, and it's really good. It's like a steak burger. And those are the things that we need to elevate our content. We cannot do a ho-hum top 10 list of Pinchos bar in San Sebastian because ChatGPT can do that, okay? We cannot do, you know, it's very hard. And, you know, all the bad actors on the internet can already do that even if they don't go to San Sebastian. So there needs to be a proof that you're in San Sebastian, you know, a deep dive into local insights and culture that we will share with our audience. Okay, to close this presentation, I wanted to deep dive into, you know, what were our missed opportunities. This is a milestone of regret. And what can we do in this age of AI? The first, you know, as I mentioned to you, in YouTube, I really regret not going together with, you know, Mark Wiens doing the YouTube videos in 2008. And, you know, Mark Wiens is now like 10 million. Even if you can have like just like a few 100,000. Now, YouTube is a different thing because you have to give up some privacy to your audience, and you know that's a whole a lot of our discussion. Instagram, you know, if you started Instagram in 2010, on the first year, it's so easy to build the following and double down on it. TikTok also during the pandemic, if you started TikTok in 2020, you would have a lot of followers as of now. So what can we learn from this? There is the winners are defined on the first year of the age, correct? So this is the beginning of the age of AI. A lot of things happen during this first year. And the winners will be defined by who are the early adopters of this age. And we cannot do it alone. I cannot do it alone. We have to help each other, as Tomiko said. And let's share. You know, how can we fight this? I know we're crazy. We're still doing this despite all the things that's happening. But having been to like 2 decades of travel blogging, I think this next age is difficult, but it's fun. You know, the internet needs also a quite kind of reset and, you know, a new technology with AI. So we have to elevate our game with high-quality insights and deep local knowledge. And I look forward to co-creating with DMOs, tourism boards, TBEX, fellow travel bloggers. Maybe we can do something together, no? That now no AI can replicate this co-creation. Okay? Game? And as I would say in my blog always, live an awesome life. In Bas, bisitsa isugaria bisi eskerikasco.
Thank you. Everybody give Anton a big round of applause. Yes, we are over. So we got over. Okay, yeah, we're over. All right, thank you. Okay, so next up, we are going to bring up Utah from Travel Payouts. Thank you. You can go over to that. Yep.
Donegal,
No.
a land
No.
of timeless beauty.
No.
Rugged charm.
Kidding me?
Someone's video, sorry, was not intentional. Well, I'm here just to say a couple of words and to greet all of you here. My name is Jute and I'm from Travel Payouts, and we in Travel Payouts are very happy to support the travel industry. And at this event, we're an Emerald sponsor, and that's going to be the next TBEX in Puerto Rico, where we'll be the first presenting sponsor of the Travel Creator Award. So I think it's a very right thing to say that TBEX in general is a community, and it's my first time here, and when I look at the amount of the stars all of you guys have in your badges, I'm like, it's a really very cool place to be, and a place where you see that everyone is friendly and open to you. So I hope that I'll see some of you in Puerto Rico, and in the meanwhile, you can come to listen to my presentation, my session I'm doing in less than an hour, in 30 minutes about AI tools. And you're also welcome to our stand. I guess you've seen our stand, and we made a lot of effort to create the stand where all the people will enjoy having drinks, smoothies, coffees. It's the first time we're doing this, and we decided to do this on a TBEX event because we understand it's a very big thing, and we hope that you really enjoy the effort we've put into this. So thank you very much. I hope you'll come to my session. If you don't, very welcome to the stand. Happy to see all of you there. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Now, we're going to pretend like that did not happen. Everybody pretend like that just did not happen. Do everyone hear me? Yes. That did not just happen, correct? All right, now, I am here to introduce, yesterday we got, you all heard where we're gonna have TBEX North America 2025. Today we're gonna find out where we're going to have TBEX Europe 2025. Come on, come on. I've never been, so I know I am so excited. Yes. So, are we excited about Europe 2025? All right, without further ado, here we go. Really? I know. Who can guess what it is?
Donegal, a land of timeless beauty and rugged charm, where inside every nook and cranny is a story waiting to be told. From outdoor adventure to tranquil reflection, join us next year for T-Bex in Ireland's northwest. Nestled along the wild Atlantic Way, here windswept cliffs meet peaceful shores, and strangers become friends over a tune and a chat. Unveil a host of activities, uncover scenic stays, and indulge in the best of locally sourced produce. But most of all, experience the warmth of Donegal's people, who will welcome you with open arms and invite you to revel in their beautiful land. So come, reach new heights and join T-Bex in Donegal, where every corner reveals a new adventure and every moment leaves a lasting impression.
For T-Bex Europe 2025. Without that, let me bring up the Donegal team. There you go. There you go.
Good morning.
Morning. And we are here to tell you
But next year's T-Bex Europe
we'll be held in
Donegal,
Ireland.
Who won the bet? Who won the bet?
Yes, from the 9th to the 12th of September 2025, we are looking forward to welcoming you to T-Bex in Donegal's northwest of Ireland. Donegal, named the coolest place on the planet by National Geographic 2017. Home of the world's most scenic landing at Donegal Airport. And this year, one of the Lonely Planet's top regions in the world to visit. Donegal. It boasts 1,134 kilometres of coastline on Ireland's wild Atlantic Way. It's home to the second largest national park at Glenveigh, Ireland's oldest town, Ballyshannon. It's home to the largest Gaeltacht region in Ireland, where Irish is the living language. And, of course, we have the highest accessible sea cliffs in Europe at Slieve.
And in 2025, we're inviting you to discover those highest sea cliffs, our wild moorlands, our charming villages, and a wealth of outdoor activities. Maybe exhilaration and excitement are your thing. Well, they await you in Donegal, whether it's in a kayak on calm waters or deep sea diving in the Atlantic to some of our amazing shipwrecks.
Or maybe you're the next Kelly Slater, Mick Fanning, or Bethany Hamilton. Donegal's surfing waves are amongst the best in the world. Test your moves on the water and Ireland's surfing capital, Bundoran, and the many other breaks on the Donegal coastline.
Or maybe you want to get on your bike, embark on a cycling crusade on our many routes across the county. Or take a walk on the wild side on Donegal's walking trails and see some of our many hidden gems.
Nature is our thing in Donegal, and in 2025, we're inviting you to get into the great outdoors and breathe in the fresh sea air. You can marvel at the landscapes where towering peaks meet the sea, and you can explore our blue flag golden beaches, our rugged coastlines, our picturesque piers and harbours, as well as...
Anyone heard of the TV show Normal People, the movie The Northman, or a little independent film called Star Wars?
They've all been shot in Donegal over the past few years, utilising our rugged landscape and wild Atlantic coast. The county provides the perfect backdrop for Hollywood productions, from local to galaxies far, far away.
When you get hungry and thirsty, there is no better place to be in Donegal, as our celebrated food coast invites you to eat and drink your way around the county with locally sourced food, direct from farm to fork and from sea to plate.
And we can't forget about our music. The world-famous rock guitarist Rory Gallagher, singers Daniel O'Donnell and Enya, musical groups Clannad and Alton, all hail from Donegal and have exerted their musical influence across the globe.
Guys, have we left anything out? Have we forgotten anything?
No.
I don't think so. So, amazing scenery, adventure sports, cycling, tasty food, and great walking. No.
I think there's something that we forgot.
Guys, I have it. What about the fact that Donegal has 200 pubs?
Pubs? These guys out here, you wouldn't be interested in pubs. The crack, the storytelling, the music sessions, the local beers, the gins, the whiskies.
You're right, yeah.
Well, you know, we'll see. I'm looking out this morning and I think there might be a few that'd be interested.
Maybe.
No, as you've seen and heard, we have lots for you to do and to see when you visit Donegal in September 2025. And we look forward to extending a huge Céad Míle Fáilte. That's 100,000 welcomes to you when you visit Donegal. And in the meantime, you can check us out on our social channels. Just search Go Visit Donegal.
Donegal, it's yours.
It's yours.
Oh, there's no place else on earth just like the homes of Donegal.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
guys.
Thank you. Thank you. We look forward to seeing you.
Thank you. All right, you all give a big round of applause for the Donegal team. Yes. Are we excited about Donegal? All right. The tickets are on sale now. The early bird tickets are on sale, and there are only a limited amount. So if you want to get to Donegal and you want that early bird ticket, I need everybody to pull their phones out. I need you to be clicking. I need you to be getting those tickets. I need you to be sharing that TBEX Europe is going to be in Donegal in 2025. We also have 2 more events this year. Puerto Rico in July. We will have our first ever TBEX Awards presented by Travel Payouts, and Alaska for the TBEX Summit. So let's give a round of applause. We also need to thank our team. Of course, Rick over here. We have Donna, we have Patty. We need to thank the entire team. All right, come on, Rick. Oh, you're done? You don't need this? All right.
That's it. Let's go have fun.
All right.
Have a great day, you guys.